Namaste.
Namaste.
Welcome to Book Talks, a new series specifically dedicated to interview book authors. Initially we started with the In Conversation with series wherein we interviewed Ms. Sonali Chithalkar and we interviewed Mr. Mahesh Ratnam Rajan. And then later we saw that In Conversation with is becoming to be a very common name across all YouTube channels. So we are just going a little ahead and making it specific to books, and we will hereafter call this as book talks. So to begin with, we have an author with us today. Okay, I cannot call her an amateur, but I must say she is a debutant author, and her book, Life an Existential Cocktail, is something. Let's say, like, I don't have words to explain that. While reading through the book, I found a lot of it more connected to me. While reading through Life an Existential Crisis, an existential cocktail, I felt, a lot of it is more relevant to what is happening in my life. And each one of you would definitely feel the same. And also, reading through the book, I really thought maybe the author herself went through all this, and now she has the resilience, and she had the resilience to come out of all those issues and yet make a happy living. And there she is with us, Ms. Bino Verma
I'm
Vakela, the author of Life an Existential Cocktail. Bino, thanks a lot for joining with us today. You know what? After
Thank you so
reading
much.
your book, your collection of poetries and everything, I'm like pretty, I am kind of beginning to develop a very accepting towards everything that's happened in my life. I must say thanks a lot for writing that.
I am glad I made you happy. Made you happy and so many others. That was the purpose.
Nice. And I've been hearing that your book is selling even abroad rather than India. I've seen that many people, while checking through Amazon, Flipkart, I saw that many people in New York and some people in California and even some people
Yes.
in like uh,
Yeah.
some unknown
Yeah.
cities
It is
worldwide.
selling. It
Yeah,
is. It is. Yeah, I can say it is selling. That's it.
yeah. So you're already on the way to become a best-selling author that way.
That's all.
Okay. So, I'm jumping on to my questions. I'm jumping on to my questions now. So, what gave you the motivation to bring a work of poetry? And is it because, like, you thought that writing a regular novel or a short story is like very boring and people won't read, or is it something like poetry is your cup of
No,
tea?
no. No, no, no. This was not the case. But yes, I always believe that poetry is the highest and the purest form of creative writing. It is quite different from other genres, and I have been reading poetry of English and Hindi writers throughout my reading journey, I can say. So, though I have been a prose writer all through, as I told you, I have been a corporate style writer, writing on hardcore business subjects, but poetry always fascinated me. I cannot deny that poetry was one thing which I always interested. So while exploring many things during pandemic, like classical singing or piano classes, I wrote poetry on Corona, which I shared on my social media handles, and it was very well received. I mean, everybody liked it, and people started quoting it when I called them or in casual conversations to their friends and relatives. So that gave me confidence. I said, okay, let me write some more. Then I took to poetry writing. So whatever I was feeling towards people, toward instances, toward my journey, I started writing. And when I reached some 25 odd poetry, I thought, why not a book? So this is how the process was quite reverse for me. It was not I was writing poetry book, I was writing poetry and book happened. So it was quite a different experience for me. Though prose would, when I didn't discuss it with many people. I didn't want to expose myself to unnecessary advices and things like that. But whomsoever I discussed with, they said, why don't you write on your subject? Including my mother, she said, the subject you are best at, communications, public relations, writing, why don't you write on that? Don't explore such a genre for your first outing. But I didn't listen to anyone. I was self-motivated, self-driven, and I stuck to my guns. I said, let me go ahead with this poetry. Let people read it. Let me write it. So this was quite a unique experience to me as an author.
Yeah, so Vino, my next question is, so reading through your book, I somehow felt that you deeply had all those in your mind in one way or the other in your life, right? So is it true? Is it true that you experienced all those and then like you were like motivated to write on it?
Your observation is right. I must say, mo- most of the experiences, observations, feelings, longing, love, loss, I have experienced in my life. But however, some are the of others also whom I have observed closely or observed from a distance, and their experiences have impacted me in some way or the other during my journey. So maybe that is the reason that it is liked by people across generations. When I was a little girl, what I faced in school, when I was like in my teenage years, what I faced with matrimony or things like that. So that adulthood, then grown up individual, what happened when I lost in love, all those things, yes. But there are experiences of certain other peoples also. And I have been a keen observer always. I will observe such things which no ordinary human being can imagine while on a trip, while on somebody's visit. And I will keep on thinking, why she put white sofa? What was the reason? Why on red cushions on that? What must have been her thought? So I unnecessarily dwell into too much thinking sometimes. So this lot to, and mostly I believe that everybody passes through these emotions. Maybe in book they are exclusive to me, but otherwise everybody experiences love, loss, longing, betrayal, successes, failures, accomplishments, or even death. None of us can say that we have not experienced that. So everybody's unique, and this experience is unique, but connect is universal. If you tell me a story, I will immediately connect if whether I've gone through it or maybe I'm likely to go through it. So while writing, I never thought about reaching out to people. I was writing for myself and just pouring out my feelings without even thinking how people would react on it. But I am true to myself in the book, and I am true to my readers, and hence this adulation that all of you are liking it.
You know
So this is
what?
the case.
Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead, please. You were telling something.
So I am no poetess or any great writer, but I am honest to my feelings, expressions, observations, and I have put them across as it is. Hence, the book is loved by people across nationalities, genders, across age groups. So I wouldn't be wrong in saying that I was self-motivated. The motivation was all from inside. I never looked or needed any external emotions or motivation to accomplish anything like this in life, maybe.
You really don't have to be like a very exceptional writer. You don't have to be a Shashi Tharoor or you don't have to be someone. You just have to be that person who could actually bring out those thoughts in a very lucid manner to your audience.
That's true.
And you really
That's
have
true.
to be that. And so, Vinu, my next question. Every writer goes through this. We all have this writer's block when we write something. So suddenly we are stuck. I must even say I attempted writing a lot of short stories, and then like it got stuck somewhere. I didn't know how to take it forward. And some point in time in my life, I really had the thought that okay, maybe like writing is not my cup of tea. I'm just like trying to fake it around. And then like I had my editors come to me and say, no, you are a good writer, just that you have to attune yourself to do that. Similarly, Pino, was there a challenge which you faced while you were writing this book? I mean, did you feel like maybe like
Actually, I think, Arvind, you are right. Writer's block do hit all the writers, but I have been a very dedicated writer. I don't know anything else in life except writing. It's some or the other writing is on my plate all the time. So I recharge myself. I have developed ways to recharge myself and write. But fortunately, while writing this, I did not face any writer's block. I went very smooth because I was in that frame of mind, and one thing led to another. So, and if you want to believe me, I wrote all poetry in one shot. One shot. So there were no drafting, redrafting, changing because it was all coming naturally to me. I did not have to pretend anything, or I didn't have to cook up anything for the readers. So it was like once a truth, always a truth. So I stuck to that dictum. So I did not feel the challenge of writer's block, but yes, I had my kind of inner conflicts I face, if I can tell you that I had in my professional life, I had explored many genres of writing, except poetry, because which looked quite tricky to me, like Harivansh Rai Bachchan, or even Dr. Kumar Vishwas, Subhadra Kumari Chauhan, or T.S. Eliot, or mm, anybody, any big writer. I was like Tennyson. I was very inspired by Robert Frost. I read all his works, but I was like, oh my God, how can one write, think about such things? So it was a roadblock. Then second thing was when book was nearing completion, the biggest conflict in me was, will readers accept me as poetess? I am not a poetess. I have never been, or will I be outrightly rejected? So I said, some suggested you don't explore this territory as I told you, but there was no looking back, and I went ahead with it. So book started developing. Then people stepped in to write forward, and this motivated me. If such a big person has agreed to write a forward for the book, then maybe it has something. So this way I developed confidence. So as you said, writer's block was not there. I am an excited writer all the time. But to all young writers and those who want to make and cut in writing, you have to be honest. You believe in yourself. Work hard. Yes, creativity can be acquired. You cannot say that I have inborn talent. That is also there, but you can acquire it. You can work on the craft. Prove to be your craft. Let the creative juices flow unhindered, unadulterated, and see the results for yourself. So my advice would be that only, and maybe this is the reason that book has been received so well across nationalities, all over the place. Whosoever is reading the expression is wow. Many few have said uh, like we did not like this, maybe some aspect. Yes. So this was inner conflict. Then second biggest conflict, am I letting the larger world into my very private space? I have been a very private person, guarding my private life very closely. Though I have been very active on social media, but there you will hardly see any picture of my husband, my family, my child, nothing. I don't like much to talk about it. You You talk to me about me and my work. So is it the right thing to do? Will it not open Pandora's box for me? Rather can of worms. Everybody will be after me. Till now, everything was under works. Suddenly, this poetic shocker. So this held me so many times. And even after signing with the publishing house, I developed cold feet. I said, my God, there are certain poetry I should not go ahead with it. Then I asked my friend. She said, now don't have any thoughts about it, let it go. You have written very honestly. So this way, one day I convinced myself, I went ahead with it. I decided, let people know what has shaped my journey, my life. What if life has not treated me very fairly and squarely? I had my own challenges. I had my own share of problems, like anybody else who don't say it. But I was brave enough to acknowledge them and say it, what I have gone through in my life, in my relationships, in my official life, what has held me back, and what has brought me forward. So maybe if it has inspired one author who can come up with her story, my purpose is served. So listen to your gut feeling. Your first call is always right. And even if it is not right, you are happy that you followed your heart. You will never regret it later कि at least मैं एक बार सोती थी तो I wouldn't have faced this. So Arvind, I have been very frank and honest about all this, whatever is written in the book, what it is about my life, how I struggled with writing when my teacher always used to say poor expression and used to give my mummy all the time, ask your daughter to develop on the expression. And in 12th boards, I got 91% in English. So that was the hard work involved. I was like day and night into it, developing my writing. So never give up. All youngsters who are writing, you never think it is a writer block. According to me, there is nothing called writer block. It is in your head. It is not in your heart. So go on writing.
Yeah, that's really quite a inspirational story of yours. And you know what? When you said, "Are you opening the Pandora's box of your feelings?" I must actually say you opened the Pandora's box of everyone's feeling, and that is why people have accepted it widely. You know, even people who don't know about Indian authors, they are buying your book, and I must really say that's the reason. And we know
Great.
it would really be a sin if I let you go without making you read one of your poetry. So, would you like to read?
Yeah. Which one you like the best?
Okay, I
Your
like the
favorite.
one on vulnerabilities. In the initial chapter, you had one on vulnerabilities, and I loved it so much.
Why be vulnerable, right?
Yes, yes,
This one.
exactly.
Facing passively the adamants of wall built around, with the chosen bricks of destiny impenetrable and mocking, at the might of my proud will and action. No one understands vulnerability till they pass it through. Can life be a string of events and situations, having no apt expression, no proper description? You derive strengths, you show weaknesses for these situations surrounding your world. If you feel vulnerable, you will be vulnerable. If you stand up, raise your voice, you would be empowered. What do you want to be?
That's really wonderful.
I read
And
Existential Cocktail.
yes,
That is inspiring for maybe for young authors.
yes, yes.
This poem was written last when we decided on the title. So it was like written in flat half an hour. The glass of life, half empty, half full, depends on how you view, relish or loathe. Cling, cling, cling. Poison of life, heady cocktail, a mix of unique emotions, inimitable revelations, shake, shake, shake. Raise the bar of life, accomplish what you like, manage how you want, enjoy to the best, drink, drink, drink. Be in Madhushala of life, fulfilling in every respect, loving, caring, sharing everyone, respect for planet, environment, Dream, dream, dream. Make world one. A happy abode for all humans, where all are happy, content, high on booze of existential cocktail. Amin, amin, amin.
That is a perfect toast. This is how a toast has to be made, and you made the perfect toast with your book, and you made a perfect toast at Bazaar also, I must say. And one last question. So you did mention that you're also good in writing prose, right? So when can we expect a short story, or a novella, or a novel from you?
Ideally, it should happen next year. I'm still exploring subjects, topics, ideas, but I like to shock people as I shocked with this cocktail. So, first of all, I did not tell anyone in my circle what I was up to. They were always like, "What are you busy with?" I said, "Nothing, something, exploring." So, because I wanted to avoid any second thoughts about the book. Why write a book? You are happy, contented writing. Your blog is there. You are published in so many newspapers. Why do you want to write a book now? I didn't want to have any second thoughts about the book. So second book would be in that league only. So let's see. Whenever I decide, I would love to share with you.
So waiting for another shock from you. And thanks
I
a lot for
and I
joining.
would and I would like to thank Book Media a lot here because they held my hands from the very beginning. And when I discussed project with them, they said for anything we are going on board with it. You are on board. We don't want to discuss anything further. We are doing your book. So I'm really thankful to them for their help. Besides my own people who tolerated all my writing all the time, but that is life. And thanks to you, Arvind, you brought me on this platform. Thank you so much.
It is rather a pleasure for me to have hosted you. And very soon, with more books from you, I would like to feature you under our Accomplished Women series. Under our Accomplished Women series, we've interviewed young girls who have achieved, and also older women in the late 80s and 90s who have achieved. And featuring you under that with another book of yours, and even a couple of books of yours, I would be more than honored. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
joining with us, and all the best for your next work. Thanks a lot.
thank you so much. It was my pleasure. Thank you very much.